speculation, rumors, and accusations towards victims and innocent parties can have a negative impact on ongoing investigations and can cause harm to those involved. It is important to approach true crime content on social media with caution and empathy, keeping in mind that these are real-life events that have impacted the lives of those involved.
Let's take a look at some different cases of missing children and the public appearances made by their families after they went missing. I'm going to show multiple interviews. Some of these families are eventually charged in relation to the disappearance and some aren't.
Do you think that you can tell which cases have family that are eventually charged with being involved in the disappearance and which ones weren't? Let's find out. October 16th, 2021, Cleo Smith, a 4-year-old little girl, disappears from a family camping trip. Her mother, Ellie, states that the family went to bed in the family's tent at around 8 p.m. Cleo woke up at 2:30 a.m. to ask for a drink of water and went back to sleep. When they woke the next morning at 6 a.m., they found that Cleo and her sleeping bag were gone.
If you know anything at all, call the police, because we want our daughter back, and she wants us. Our daughter, Isla, she needs her big sister. We need her home.
Feeling is how I never want any mother to feel. She's beautiful, delicate. She has like the biggest heart. She just so funny. Cleo was born 8 weeks early. She was premature and she's been strong from the day she was born. So I know she can get through whatever she's going through. We sit and watch the sand dunes and we just think that she's just going to run down it and like back into our arms, but we're still waiting.
We're hoping that by being here, whoever's watching, if they know anything, if the person that's watching has Cleo, we want her home. We want her to be home with our baby. We want her in our arms.
What's it been like coming back from the blowholes? You're back in your hometown now. What's it been like trying to carry on with your life without your little girl?
Very hard.
Yeah. We, like you said, we're going on to 10 days, but it feels like eternity already.
I know you're adamant that you don't want to revisit all the sequence of events that night, so we'll just go to the part where you arrive at the blowholes. You're pretty eager to get your tent set up, get dinner, get organised. Cleo then goes to bed at about 8:30. What do you say to her? What are your last words? How do you put her to bed exactly?
I put her to bed. I tucked her in. I made sure her sleeping bag was completely tucked under her mattress. I made sure she was warm. It was going to be quite a windy night. It was overcast. We just tried to make sure she was safe. I asked her to get back into bed after she had a sip of water. Put my head through to check on Isla, and that was it. That was the last time.
About 1:30, she stirs, she's thirsty, and then at about 6 o'clock in the morning, 6:30, you realise she's not there.
Yeah.
Can you describe what that feels like?
Heartbreaking, heart-wrenching.
Scary.
Completely scary. I mean, how are you meant to feel? You know, I remember when the police were asking us to go through everything, I just remember thinking, like, how did someone come into that tent and take Cleo? How could someone feel that they could do that to someone? How could someone take a child? And my gut just felt sick.
I know police have categorically ruled out that Cleo could have wandered off on her own. When they deliver that fairly blunt assessment of things to you, how does that sit?
Pretty heartbreaking.
So when you pull back that divider and she's gone, what do you do? Where's your head at?
We pretty much just started searching.
I mean, where could your head be? It was everywhere. No one I know of has been through that, and I would never wish for anyone to wake up and feel that feeling that went through me. I couldn't explain it to you.
Inspector Monday said on Sunday he was not at liberty to divulge what else might be missing. He has repeated the assertion that authorities were not ruling out any possible causes for Cleo's disappearance. We can't take anything off the table, he told Sunrise on Tuesday. Inspector Monday confirmed on Tuesday Cleo's biological father had been interviewed by police as part of the search for his daughter. Daniel Staines was asked to give a statement at Mandaras Station, 1,000 kilometers south of where Cleo vanished. He reportedly did so willingly and appeared with his parents by his side. There is no suggestion he had anything to do with his daughter's disappearance.
The mother, stepfather, and 4-year-old Cleo went camping on October 15th, 2021 at about 6:30 p.m. Cleo's mom says they went to sleep at about 8 p.m. Cleo woke up at 2:30 a.m., asking for a drink of water and went back to sleep after getting a drink. When the family woke up at 6 a.m. on the 16th, they discovered Cleo and her sleeping bag gone. The tent was open to a length of about 30 centimeters from its fully open position.
Hey, Bobby.
Bring the camera in.
Come here. Come here. I've got you, Bobby.
What's your name?
You're alright.
What's your name? What's your name, sweetheart?
My name is Cleo.
Your name
You're
is
alright,
Cleo.
Bobby.
Hello, Cleo.
Breaking news, Cleo miracle. The 4-year-old girl missing for 19 days found alive and well, discovered in a Carnarvon home, police announcing the incredible news.
One of the officers picked her up into his arms and asked her, "What's your name?" She said, "My name is Cleo."
A major development in the case that has gripped the nation.
Breakthrough, a Carnarvon man under arrest being questioned by police. The little girl reunited with her parents. The outcome we all hoped and prayed for. It's Wednesday, the 3rd of November, 2021. It is Wednesday morning on Sunrise, a day that will go down in history. A major breaking news. Cleo Smith, the 4-year-old girl missing in Outback WA, has been found alive and well.
Audio has been released of the moment missing 4-year-old Cleo Smith was found. Cleo was found alone in a house in the Western Australia town of Carnarvon 18 days after going missing.
Hey, Bobby.
Bring the camera in.
Come here. I've got you, Bobby.
What's your name?
You're alright.
What's your name? What's your name, sweetheart?
My name is Cleo.
Your name is
You're alright,
Cleo.
Bobby.
Hello, Cleo.
Police have charged a 36-year-old man with abducting Cleo from her family's camping tent.
And feet shackled. Terence Darrell Kelly was flanked by special operations officers as he boarded a small plane for the 2-hour flight from Carnarvon to Perth. He'll be held in a maximum security prison ahead of his next court appearance in a month's time. Since his arrest, new details have emerged about the 36-year-old and his life in the town. It's understood he grew up in Carnarvon and was raised by his grandmother, who died a few years ago.
He was just quiet and to himself all the time. Yeah. Why didn't I talk to him? I don't know that fella.
On social media profiles featuring his picture, Mr. Kelly boasts about his large collection of children's toys, mainly dolls, and posts online back that up. The ABC has been told he's a regular customer at the local toy store and asked to have dolls gift wrapped for his daughters. But neighbours and family say he lived alone.
Was one of those guys who pretty much stuck to himself. You know, he would only mix with the guys every once in a while. We do see him around town before they see it happen. He was one of the guys who just walk past, don't say hello, don't even look at you.
The house where Cleo Smith was found remains a crime scene.
Shortly after 1 a.m. in the morning, Ellie Smith woke to her phone ringing. "We've got someone here who wants to speak with you," said the detective. It was Cleo safely in the hands of the detectives that had just rescued her from the home of Terence Kelly.
Cleo's parents had nothing to do with her disappearance. Cleo was taken from the family tent still in her sleeping bag with her parents sleeping nearby.